Students of Rau IAS Study Circle have done it again. In the just announced results of Indian Forest Service Exam 2018, our students have grabbed the top honors, which include ranks 2, 3, 7 and many more. We wish to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all those who cleared the examination. Here is a sneak peek into mock interview experience of our students.
How was the mock interview?
So it was amazing and it was pleasurable even. The board was fantastic.
Okay, we are glad.
Yeah, this was one of the best board I have ever found till this was my fourth interview and this is probably the best board.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliment. And the feedback given was exhaustive. They covered all the aspects in the feedback.
Yes, sir. So the feedback given was genuinely detailed and exhaustive.
And you spent quite a lot of time with the interview and the feedback also.
Yes, sir.
I think your feedback was also about 20-25 minutes.
Yes, sir. So they corrected my mistakes and as well as they motivated me to work upon the areas where I can do better. So it was genuinely a learning experience.
I gave around 4 or 5 mocks till now, but this was indeed one of the best mock interviews, I would say.
We are happy.
Because the feedback was quite detailed and there were very good suggestions put forward. Each one of the members individually gave the feedback, what they observed, which was one person's observation may vary from the another person. So this is one big strength of this interview, that each one of them gave different feedback.
Very nice.
That's why it was a comprehensive.
And the spectrum of questions also must be quite wide.
Yes. One member asked from foreign affairs, another from policing and all those stuffs, forestry related things. So it was all in all the dimensions almost, social, political, everything was covered. So.
Very nice. Very nice.
It was very professional. Secondly, the variety of questions were almost covering almost all the areas which should be covered. And secondly, there was high amount of cordial sitting, which replicates what takes place in UPSC. So that is quite good, sir.
Very nice.
The feedback was very precise and focused on areas of strength as well as areas of weakness and what I should do for next days before interview takes place.
Was good, especially when there were 2 IFoS officers in the panel, and they were humble, and in the last they gave the feedback, and best thing I noticed that they took 2 minutes to discuss and then give feedback. Normally it happens that feedbacks are the most important.
Yes, that is the crux of the interview.
That is the crux of the interview. And one panelist told me that I was shaking my eyebrows and nobody would have noticed. So he noticed such minute thing and he covered the areas. So in fact, in minute questions he has suggested me that this should be your answer. So they took good time, like more than 5 minutes for feedback, which I generally don't see in other places. 1 or 2 minute feedback, that's it. So that is one thing I like at Rau's.
Really wonderful. I've got good insight. Actually met sir before, so he gave me suggestions, so I worked upon it. So today he was acknowledging it and said that I have improved a lot from the last time.
Very nice.
So that was a good feedback, and they have given me some more suggestions to work upon, and then asked me to come back again the next time for the mock.
Very good experience. Like I said, I am a returning candidate, and
to my expectation, it went very well.
So have you improved from last year?
Actually, I gave civils last year. This is forest service. I'm yet to give civils. I'll come back again,
Okay.
of course. But thank you for providing 3 in-service officers. I mean, that was a very good experience.
Yeah.
And one was actually from my state. His cadre was Kerala only, so it would give very valuable insights.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
We are glad that we have been able to help you to achieve the goal.
I'm yet to achieve, but still.
So from our side, you are a candidate. I have got the board's input that you are a very good candidate and you have a very fair chance of making it.
Thank you.
What about the feedback? What are your comments on the feedback given by the board? Was it exhaustive? Covered everything?
Yeah, they covered, yes, they covered, I think, very minutely. I think that's a benefit of having in-service officers, because for us, it's a technical interview.
Yeah.
Very minute aspects they covered, which is I'm sure it will be very helpful.
Experience. This was my first mock interview, and I found out in which area I have to improve myself, and in which area I am good, and so I need to work on that area. The board members are really very good. They asked me question in almost every field, and I think which is supposed to be the real process. And they also guided me after the interview. They have given a very good review, and I will, I think, definitely work on that review.
Fine. And the feedback was very exhaustive, I suppose, because you took a lot of time during the feedback.
Yeah, I believe that this is my first interview, mock interview. So they gave me many suggestions, and it's good for me that I will get many and much more suggestions, more shortcomings of myself, so that I can work on it.
Sir, I am feeling very happy that board is very cordial, as what I listened from my seniors about the UPSC board. It is similar to that kind, and their questions also very similar to what I learned from those who are selected for the IFS candidate from my field.
Oh, I see.
Those who are from I am a scientist in the agriculture research service. Those similar questions they faced last year. So same type of questions, and
at the UPSC.
That board is very similar to that. So I felt very happy that I am giving as a real UPSC board.
Yeah. That is our aim actually. The candidate should get a feel of exact interview what happens in the UPSC.
And they are critically analyzed what are my weaknesses, and they given good feedback to me.
Okay.
And they given what are the strong points also, and they told me that you will get through this.
Okay, very nice. How was the mock interview which you have undertaken today?
It was a good experience. We talked about my weaknesses, and they told me various shortcomings that I have to work upon.
Okay. So I was observing that the interview was for a very long time, almost 45 minutes, and the feedback was also quite exhaustive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It was a very detailed interview. The interview panel asked a lot of questions, and that's why it was very long.